Hello baby guys and welcome back to my channel. We're gonna do definitions first of non-binary and genderqueer just because they're very similar. So I wanted to do definitions first. Definition of non-binary: relating to or being a person who identifies with or expresses a gender identity that is neither entirely male nor entirely female. Many people with non-binary genders use they and their as pronouns. So a lot, yeah, but not all. Legit, choose whichever pronouns feel best for you. I'll put the flag on the screen. It's very cute. I really like the color combination. I'm usually not like a big fan of yellow, but in this flag it just looks really cool. Genderqueer. Definition of genderqueer: of relating to or being a person whose gender identity cannot be categorized as solely male or female. Genderqueer is a relatively new term that is used by a few different groups. Some people identify as genderqueer because their gender identity is androgynous. Now, these two definitions, I'm also putting the flag on the screen, is like they sound very similar, and at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. I've said it before, like choose whichever label feels most accurate to you, because while there might not be a big technical difference with these two labels specifically, if one feels more accurate to you, then use that one. I think I found out about genderqueer way later than in non-binary, so I chose like non-binary as a label really just because I found it and I like the flag. And then when I found out about genderqueer, I was like, kind of the same thing to me, but I don't really like the flag colors. So I'm staying with non-binary. But listen, if you like the color combination of genderqueer better, and that's the only thing you have to go on, then choose that one. Either way, now that we have that covered, let's get started with the memes. There are more than two genders: anthropologists, biologists. Again, I kind of want to use the facts don't care about your feelings, because the facts and the scientists and the anthropologists will all confirm that there are more than two genders. So get out of here. Okay, there's a reason I had to bring up facts don't care about your feelings, and it is this picture. And I'm sorry you have to see it, but I had to see this picture. And normally fanboys are cute, but this abomination is not cute. And if I have to suffer, y'all have to suffer with me. So I'm sorry, but we had to do it. Coming out as non-binary the normal way. Coming out as non-binary with a meme. But they don't understand the meme. They don't understand the meme. Question: was it this meme? Because then, how could you not understand this? This meme is very, like, straightforward. But I can understand coming out with a meme. Maybe it's easier. I honestly, I've always struggled with coming out, because it's always like awkward and you never know how to bring it up. Maybe that's just me, but doing it with a meme seems like a fun idea. What's the gender neutral term for succubus or incubus? Because a literal demon trying to seduce a human and drag them to hell doesn't deserve to be misgendered. Exactly. No one deserves to be misgendered. Listen, they were born a demon, it's not their fault. So at least be respectful, you know? This means that a non-binary person does not identify with the male or female gender. He does not see himself in these binary categories. Non-binary people may perceive his pronouns are they, them. Yeah, it very much has that energy. I mean, again, if you're non-binary, you can still use whichever pronouns you want. Personally, I've reached a point where I'm just like comfortable with any pronouns. I do prefer like they, them, gender neutral, but I'm not like bothered by gender pronouns anymore. But listen, respect people's pronouns, whatever they are. And yeah, this seems very cis at not even trying their best. There are only two genders, that's all I want to say. Me, identifying as a Victorian tea table, is very offended. But I identify as an attack helicopter, and you just hurt my feelings. Just shut up. Just shut up. Honestly, one joke. All they have is one joke. And it's this. And it's not funny. Like, no one's offended by it, but it's also just not funny. It's never been funny. But like the first time you heard it, it was kind of like a, well, kind of creative. But they're just reusing it. I mean, the Victorian coffee table, Victorian tea table, is new, but listen, it's still the same joke, and it's still not funny. Are you male, female, or diverse? I don't know if this was actually like funny to people, because in Germany, like with like job listings and something, they actually have like male, female, diverse listed as a gender. It's not the most accurate thing, but it kind of seems accurate, and a gender is diverse, so it's kind of fair. I don't really know what to think about this, but it's kind of a step in the right direction, I guess. My boyfriend, who wants facial hair but can't get them. Me, who doesn't want facial hair but gets them anyways. Yeah. Well, we always want what we can't have, isn't it? Like, that's just true. Me. Can I have non-binary? Parents. No, we have non-binary at home. Non-binary at home. Got my shovel and lipstick. Now I'm ready. Hey girl, hey, girly girl. Why do I, like, I don't even doubt that these are real t-shirts. I kind of like that in the first picture, at least, it's like a male model wearing it. And listen, if he needs a shovel and a lipstick, he gets a shovel and a lipstick. But on the other hand, these t-shirts are weird. Parents often don't get it, and it's kind of annoying. But, yeah. Today, I am a man. Lily is gender fluid. Now, if we have the meme, we also have to have the definition. I didn't realize it was here, so we're just gonna put the definition in the middle of the video, it's fine. But, definition. Of, relating to, or being a person whose gender identity is not fixed. Gender fluid individuals prefer to remain flexible about their gender or genders. Some dress in a way that reflects both genders at the same time, while others may express one gender one day and another gender another day. Okay, so this is the flag. I also really like this flag. I actually like most pride flags, but then there are some that I don't. But listen, this flag is really cool. So yeah. And also, I feel like we're gonna have more Duolingo memes in this video, because Duolingo continuously does something like this. And if it's not in this video, it's definitely in the next video. Just saying. Google. Can a non-binary person be gay and lesbian at the same time? In brackets, not bi. A few minutes later, good therapist in my area. Well, get a therapist that like is specialized in all the gender stuff, because otherwise it's probably not going to be helpful. But yeah, sometimes these two searches are very like close together. Now, are you a hungry man, a hungry woman, or are you a hungry waffle? The only difference is that men get pancakes, women get French toast, and if you're a waffle, you get a waffle with 2 eggs, bacon, ham, and sausages. Now these seem to be at least like be the same price, because a lot of times when you have like gender products, you have like the women's one probably be like way more expensive. These are at least the same price. So again, man, woman, or waffle. Gender, male, female, custom. Upload custom gender, maximum of 10 megabyte. Well, the file size of the original Doom game is only 2.39 megabyte. So is that your gender now? Now, can I just say, I know the attack helicopter joke isn't funny, but if non-binary people themselves, or generally queer people, make jokes like this, then it's funny. You know? Tumblr is a website where you can see posts like, gender roles are a social construct and they're not real, and the stock market is just astrology for men, followed by, he's my boy girlfriend, reblogged by the same person in the span of 2 minutes. Like, how do you not see the irony of it all? OP, it's actually very simple. Gender isn't real, except for when it's funny. The Bugs Bunny rule of gender, if you will. That is fair. And again, if cishet people make these jokes, it's just never funny. But when queer people do it, it's funny. I will not be explaining why. It's just true. Do non-binary people exist? Yes. Yes, but in white. Yes, but in purple. Yes, but in black. Who decided to put a, pie diagram with a part that's white on a white background? That's my only criticism for this meme. This, you know... I also really like the gender options here. Male, female, no thanks. Well, honestly just saying, are you a boy or a girl, and then answering with, no thank you, might be one of the best answers. I mentioned the concept of not having a gender to my 11-year-old nephew, and his eyes lit up as he called out, like a sea slug, with the most genuine excitement I've seen in years. I don't know a lot, if anything, about sea slugs, but a lot of animals and mushrooms have entirely different genders. Apparently sea slugs don't have a gender, but actually there is a difference between sex and gender. I think if you already know this. Sex is like biology, and no, it's not just your chromosomes. It's your chromosomes, obviously, yeah, but it's also hormones and secondary and primary sex characteristics and all that jazz. But listen, yeah, I mean, animals generally don't adhere to gender stereotypes, but a lot of them also have different sexes than just male and female. When someone tries to misgender you, but you go by any pronouns, you dare oppose me, mortal? This Thomas the Tank Engine looks super creepy, but I think it's very fitting for this meme because legit, people who try to misgender people on purpose are so ridiculous, because legit, they will have a cis person with a gender pin or something and then call them the wrong pronouns on purpose because they think that it's just trans people who do that, and it's really dumb. It's really dumb. Why you? I have to ask again, but why do you care so much? Me, an oblivious arrow ace, gender envy. Is this sexual attraction? I did not need to be called out like this. I really did not need to be called out like this. Stop it. Woman? No, you misheard. I'm an omen. I don't identify as male or female. I identify as a warning. What did I say? When queer people do it, it's funny, because it's always more creative than a tech helicopter or a Victorian tea table, for that matter. Gender neutral with an ass that's brutal. Too thick for the binary. It's true. A lot of non-binary people do have a great ass. The same as most non-binary people, if not all non-binary people I've ever seen, are always good looking. They're always hot. It's just true. There's nothing we can do about it, you know? Being a guy? No. Being a girl? No. Being cute? What did I just say? Create a character. Male, female, hardcore. Finally, I'm so sick of casual genders. It's fair. Sex? No thank you. The only thing I wanna fuck are your gender roles. True. And on that note, I'm once again wearing a t-shirt that kind of fits. Cinnamon rolls, not gender rolls. You know, it fits. It used to be a t-shirt, I just cut off the sleeves because I was very annoyed by them. Don't mind that. But screw gender roles. Legit. Listen. I'm gonna have to rant. Listen. I am so annoyed at gender roles and gender stereotypes. Because if you like naturally kind of fall into them because you're a guy and you like playing football and whatever, that's fine. Like, I'm not even coming for you. Like, if that's something you enjoy doing and it brings you happiness, go off. Legit. But the problem I have is just that we try to enforce them so strictly that a lot of things like that are probably just like, I don't want to say like trained response, but it's kind of a nurture of a nature thing in my opinion, that just because someone is born a guy doesn't mean they would technically just play football and grow up to like beer and whatever. But since that's what they're like told is masculine and manly, that's what they go to do. And it annoys me. Because the second someone doesn't show interest in those and like shows interest in the opposite gender, like, or stereotypes for the opposite gender, that they aren't supposed to like, they get bullied because kids are assholes. I don't mean that literally, obviously, because legit, it's never really the kid's fault. It's usually the parents' fault who did a shit job at raising their kid to not bully other people. But anyways, I hate gender stereotypes. I hate them. Because do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. And why would anyone limit themselves on purpose by just being like, oh, well, maybe I would be interested in exploring these things, but I'm a man and I can't do that because those things are, like, these things are feminine. I can't go near that. Why would you do that? Legit, just do what you want. Just do what you want. Screw the gender roles, screw the gender stereotypes. Do what makes you happy, do what makes you comfortable. And don't be a dickhead to other people. Yes? Good. Moving on. Genders are dumb. In a more lighthearted twist than the rant I just did. Figuring out my gender? No. Slapping the term non-binary over my gender and never thinking about it again. To be fair, that is kind of what I did, because, again, screw gender. Gender is dumb. If you like your gender, cool. That's nice. But I just don't vibe with gender, you know? So, yeah, non-binary just fits, because I know I'm not a man, and I know I'm not a woman. So non-binary just fits. What the details are, who even cares? Who even cares? We've had enough gender and identity crises over the years. We really don't need to do that again and figure out the details. I don't care enough. 2019. Lol, if you're trans, you can only be FTM or MTF. 2021 onward. Hong Kong, I'm a clown. Listen, we love personal growth. But I mean, it's one of those things that I said earlier. It's never the kid's fault, it's the parents' fault. And generally society just being like, well, there are only two genders. You can only be a man or a woman. And if you're trans, you have to be like binary trans, right? But the truth is you really don't. You really don't. It's your gender. You know? I'm not a boy or a girl. Where do I pee? On Margaret Thatcher. Fair. And I think I said it before in like the trans mask video or something. More places should have gender neutral bathrooms. Please. Gender neutral bathrooms are the best. Because legit, even before I ever like even came out as trans or something, I always got the weirdest looks in bathrooms. And it hasn't gotten better. Like, I think it still wouldn't matter which bathroom I would go in. I would still get weird looks in like both bathrooms. And honestly, I just want to pee. You know, because I drink a lot of coffee, and then if I need to pee, I just need to pee in peace. Like I just want to pee, and then again, just wash your hands and leave. Like it's not that hard. That's all we want to do, you know. Me, not being able to even call myself they them. The online people calling me my pronouns because they don't even know my sex assigned at birth. Again, can we please just respect other people's pronouns? It's not that hard. But yeah, it's kind of it can be kind of hard to like accept your own gender, and because you also grew up just constantly having like either she, her, or he, his used for you your entire life. And then it can be hard to kind of like switch yourself, and a lot of trans people struggle with this. If not all trans people, like in the beginning of that transition, it's so common to like accidentally mess up and use the wrong pronouns, even for yourself, because you're just kind of used to it, you know? But it doesn't mean you're faking your gender, and it doesn't mean you're not non-binary, or, you know, if you're like binary trans, it doesn't mean you're not actually trans. It just means that you're used to it, and it can be a little bit hard and take some time to switch the language you use, even for yourself, but you'll get there. I believe in you. Any well-written detailed description of being non-binary and that sex is not equal to gender. My mom. You're being too vague. I don't understand. That's like saying, even though I'm white, I could be black. Do I need to say it? Do I need to point out how these two things are very obviously not the same thing? When you gender, no. No gender, only fluff. Envies. I see no god up here, other than me. You know, I really like cats. I think we should all be more like cats and just hit people who touch us without our consent, really. That's just like the gist of it, because that honestly seems fair. But yeah, cats are gods. It's just true. Gender is a coin that everyone said was gonna land either on heads or tails, but I turned mine into one of those pressed penny from the museum. It's got a dinosaur on it. Yeah, I mean, again, it's your gender, do whatever you want. If you want to get a dinosaur pressed on it, that's cool. That's cool, you know? As a non-binary person, it's been hard to find quality binders, and that's why this Pride Month I'm partnering with Staples. Again, GC2B or Underworks. If you're an afab trans person, please don't get cheap binders off like Amazon or something, because they're way more likely to like injure your ribs and everything. I'll put the GC2B and Underworks link in the description. I know they're like a little bit more expensive than like the cheaper ones, obviously, but please, for your health, don't bind properly, please. Me. Where's the dress? Some annoying person. If you're non-binary, then why are you dressed like a girl? Me. Oh, not to worry, I have a permit. I can do what I want. Thanks, Ron. I think I need to print some permission slips as well, because people sometimes say weird things to you, and this permission sums it up pretty well, you know? Now, that was actually all the memes I have, but I have 3 TikToks that I needed to include because they're really funny. Now, the first one that I actually also did a version on my TikTok account, just because it's so true.
No gender, just vibes. The vibes do include depression and anxiety, but no gender. So I got that going for me.
Yeah, no gender, just vibes. And nice coffee. You know, it's always vibing. Even if you have anxiety and depression, it's still better if you have iced coffee. Maybe if it makes your anxiety worse, don't. But listen, iced coffee. And then I have 2 TikToks from this person I found because they're really cool. That's the energy this person has is the energy I want to bring. Like, they seem really cool.
Today's gender... Today's gender's been cancelled. I look too good for a gender today. Today's gender is no thank you. You can fuck right off with that nonsense. No. Oh, and our pronouns are... Hi, Kathy.
And on that note, I really want to steal their unicorn, either hoodie or onesie. I feel like it's probably a onesie. Either way, I want to steal it. Because I think I used to have like a jacket in like light blue with like the unicorn like hoodie, but I don't know where it is. I've lost it like years ago and I still don't know where it is, because I think I got it as like a joke gift for my 19th or 20th birthday. But I haven't really seen it since. I have no idea where it is. I'm not even sure I took it with me when I like moved out again. I don't know where it is. I don't know if I'll ever find it again. But if anyone knows where to get cool unicorn hoodies or onesies, probably hoodies, because I'm constantly too warm. So a onesie is entirely too warm, and if I just like wear a hoodie, I can just wear shorts with it and then it's fine. But yeah, that was it. I feel like this video is a little bit shorter, but only a little bit shorter than my other videos. But yeah, again, I hope you had fun, and I will see you in 2 days with some aromantic memes. In the meantime, feel free to watch my other videos. I'll put the little info thingy on screen again with my playlist. You can also check out my TikTok. I don't post that regularly, but I post sometimes, so feel free to check it out. It's under the same name. Yeah, and apart from that, I hope you had fun, and I will see you in 2 days.